Largest TV event in the history of HSN, and we're so proud with our collaboration with Disney for, of course, Alice Through the Looking Glass. You gotta go see the movie. The movie is fabulous, and we've got 3 hours that I'm a part of today that includes great jewelry coming up, even my shoes. Vince Camuto collection inspired and collaborated with Disney on shoes coming up later on, so it's really a wonderful event. And I promise you we would have a completely different look that is very exotic and absolutely stunning in its intricate detail. And that, of course, is thanks to Hutton Wilkinson, who's joining us, internationally acclaimed designer. He has created this as a part of our event. Darling, welcome back.
Well, it's so good to be here.
And you and Anna. Well,
I know Anna's so shy. She wouldn't come out on stage with me because I know she didn't like how I embroidered this this costume. But anyways, you know, her stuff is so fabulous. And I think you should always think about putting one of those quilts on the wall behind the bed and making curtains and all that stuff. I mean, it's just so great.
But you take us in a whole different direction.
Well, this is a whole new direction. And you know, in Alice Through the Looking Glass, she goes to Asia, and she is like a trader, like not a T-R-A-D-E-R. She trades in like a clipper ship captain from Boston, except she's from England. Anyways, the point is this, so she's brought this back for you, and I helped her design it, basically. And isn't it great? A jeweled bed.
Oh.
And in the film, there's a blue butterfly that takes you all around this and protects her and takes her and shows her the way. And and so we have the blue butterfly and the jewels, and it's an imperial yellow, all with the applique grosgrain ribbon, and beautifully finished in every detail. The beautiful gimp, you know, the tape along the edges, and the beautiful lining, fully lined in a rose petal. So it's really great.
Okay, so let me show you the entire bed, because it's a wow. I mean, I couldn't help but walk into the studio and go, it's almost kind of takes your breath away, because it's just that magnificent. This is magnificent decorating. So you get this amazing comforter. You also get the bed skirt. We're gonna show that in just a minute. You get 2 of the shams. Now check out, you know, of course, because it's Hutton, he just doesn't do a sham. I'm gonna show you, look what the detail you'll find. Here's one of the 2 shams. Hutton, you also did a Euro sham, which we're gonna show you that as well, and you get 2 Euro shams with this collection. So that's what you get. You get the comforter, the bed skirt, 2 shams, 2 Euro shams. Now I have 2 more decorative pillow sets. And remember, even with Anna's, her decorative pillows are almost completely gone, if not sold out. This is one set, and it's the jeweled set. And check out that jewel in the front of that pillow. Beautiful. Here's the other one with, of course, that important butterfly. And then, Hutton, you did 2 more, which I love this.
Yeah, with the big tassels.
The neck roll, I love this is the Asian butterfly collection, are those 2. And again, look at these yummy, great, voluptuous, expensive, gorgeous tassels. I love that.
That's the way we like it.
Do you find in general you're inspired by that Asian influence in decorating?
Well, I've been all through Southeast Asia and Hong Kong and China and India and every possible place I could go to, and Thailand, and I just adore every moment of it. So I'm totally inspired. But I'm also inspired by European decorative arts, and Venice is a particularly favorite place of mine. Of course, Marco Polo and all that. So there goes right back to Europe and Asia mixed together. But this is very much what Alice found on her voyage in this film, and with the blue butterfly. So it's a really great piece, and it's all applique. It's a wonderful, you know, Asian brocade in imperial yellow, which was the color of the Chinese emperors. It was reserved. This color was reserved only for the emperor, and she wears a costume in the film which was a gift to her from the Chinese empress, and so that's kind of fun. And I got the other half of the costume.
You did, and by the way, his costume is not available, because we know a lot of you want that
I've been getting lots of. I was on earlier, and they all want to know where to get the jacket. That's a whole other story. I made this myself. I embroidered it with my teeth. Anyways, but I love the color combination. I love the turquoise. I love the red and the imperial yellow.
And I love that you did a really, really deep red, almost bordering on a little bit of a burgundy.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Yeah. Now explain too, really, if you don't mind, Hutton, let's go through the real details. I'd love you just to show off a butterfly to start with.
Well, the butterfly is beyond gorgeous.
Completely embroidered.
Maybe we should show it on that there, right there. They're all the same. There, this is easy to pick up. So look, diamonds and sequins, gold embroidery and turquoise embroidery over this shantung-like fabric, and the ruching in turquoise. I mean, the details are great.
It's gorgeous.
And
But
it really sparkles.
I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of embroidery stitches that you'll find in each and every butterfly.
These are all the forbidden stitch. Whoever did this went blind doing it. I went blind just trying to thread the needle, but that was a whole other story. But this is all great, and
but look
all
at
of
the
these.
body of the butterfly. Can you just show the detail of the stonework? You've got to.
Well, the body is a giant, big. Okay, so it's a 20-carat diamond, fine, and these are like, you know, 2 or 3 carats each.
Yes, exactly.
And then the sequins, which we love. But then these are all, you know, kind of Asian symbols of good luck and longevity and all of those good things.
And also, too, I want you guys to see, if we can, the background brocade. This is not just your plain kind of, you know, whatever, and you're thinking, when you get this at home, you're really going to see there's a woven,
there's
very elegant
chrysanthemums
pattern.
and there's wave patterns. Yeah, the wave patterns from her voyage across the sea.
See the waves?
And the chrysanthemums, which were the great, you know, imperial flowers in Japan and in China.
And there's so many. It's really interesting when you go to see the movie. I'm not going to blow anything, but I love the fact that the scenery is vivid, it's gorgeous, it's bright. The use of the butterfly, of course, a main character. The story itself goes through stages of color, which I find fascinating when you really go watch it.
It's visually spectacular.
Yes,
the film is extraordinary. The costumes, the sets, everything built,
amazing.
you know, on the lot in England.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Fantastic, really fantastic.
And again, when you see this from afar, you know, if you walk into your bedroom, and if your bedroom isn't just some place that you just love to go, a place where you open the door, and if it doesn't evoke an emotion, if it doesn't evoke pleasure for you, then maybe it's time to really give it a facelift. Go to the room that makes you happy.
Look, I'm your decorator. This is the way we're doing it this time, and it's for this price. I mean, my gosh.
Oh, it's amazing.
$199.95. I always think they put the wrong prices up here. I always say I can't sell one pillow for less than $500 to my clients, and so here it is. I love HSN. They can figure out a way to make an entirely embroidered, appliqued, beaded, and jeweled bed set for $199.95. What a fabulous present. What a wonderful way to redecorate your room. What Anna didn't say, and what I always say, is take this, buy 2 at that price. It's inexpensive. Put it on the wall behind the bed as well as on the bed.
Gorgeous.
Do the same with Anna's comforter. Buy 2, put one on the wall, and make it into curtains as well.
Well, here's something else we can do, because you do have curtains with this.
I do.
So there's a complete set. Can you imagine? We have a swag. There's a 3-piece swag. To your point, can you imagine not putting it on a window,
just
putting it at the headboard above your bed?
Yes.
So we've got the swag. We have a 4-piece window set if you really do want to completely transform the room. And of course, we have 2 different sets of decorative pillows to go back to this. Sizes. Now, this is, even to your point, more amazing. We have all sizes. We've got your full, then we have a queen, king, and even California king. Now, for those of you who have California king, that is a giant bed.
That's
a really big bed.
And even
this
if you
makes a giant statement.
Exactly, and even if you have a queen, buy the big one, because it's more is more, you know? I mean, just the more the merrier. This, I mean, you can see there's plenty of room before you get to the floor here.
Oh, I've got to tell you, we have a gal named Stella, and she's from Georgia.
How wonderful.
And I think Stella's been on the air with us before. Hi, Stella, welcome. You're on with Hutton. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Stella.
Hello, this is Stella Chow from Jade of Yesteryear.
Oh my gosh,
And
Stella, how are you?
And Hutton, I am crazy about Hutton stuff. She is fantastic. She's my fantasy person.
I love that. Well, listen, it takes one to know one. I mean, I'm crazy about you. What can we do? Are you going to get this set?
I bought this already.
Okay.
I want to buy every one of them.
Well,
I was trying to put 00 on the end to see how many pieces you have, so I could buy it and give it to everyone.
I love that.
This is, you know, I'm from the Qing dynasty, the last descendant of the dynasty.
I didn't know.
Butterfly is enchanted encounter, and that's ever-ending knot, eternity knot. What else can you have that's more beautiful than this? It's unbelievable.
Well, I love it that you know the history of that from the Qing dynasty. That's fantastic.
I used to be in a green room with you. I have the jewelry called Jade of Yesteryear.
She's Jade of Yesteryear.
Oh, Jade, of course.
Pieces.
Hi.
Yes.
Well, of course, Stella. I have a little hard of hearing here on this.
Well, Stella, let me ask you this. What room are you going to put it in? Because obviously this is very, very familiar with you, for you.
I'm going to start off with my bedroom.
Oh, gorgeous.
Perfect.
Gorgeous.
I can't believe the price. It's the price of a pillow.
Yeah, this is not even a price of half of a pillow. Here's what I want you to do, Stella. Get 2 sets because you won't be sorry. And look at the curtains and look at the valance. And also the valance, you could make a table skirt out of the valance. So if you've got a draped table, look at that valance in a different way. Look at everything in a different way. My point of being here is to inspire you and to inspire your creativity and individuality through these products. So, and then do me a favor and Instagram me and send me pictures of what you do with it, because I love when my ladies, my clients, my ladies and gentlemen out there, you send me pictures of how you've used this product. Or my products. It's really fun to see. You didn't just use it on the bed. You put it on the walls. You put it behind the bed. You put it in the dining room. I mean, whatever. This would make a fabulous, you know, banquet table.
Well, and Stella,
I cannot afford to be your client.
You can actually.
Through HSN,
exactly.
I can do this.
Well,
that's like me too, Stella. Would I love them to come decorate? Yeah. Can I afford them? Nope. Well, Stella, thank you. You know what? It's so wonderful to hear from you. Thank you for taking the time to chat.
I just love it.
Well,
good. Well, I hope you're doing well. It was lovely hearing from you today.
Thank you so much.
Bye, Stella. Thanks.
Yeah, and her family descendants actually come through the dynasties in China, so she's extremely familiar with jade and the symbolism that you're seeing. So Stella, thank you.
And of course, this doesn't just come about because, you know, Disney says, you know, we're going to have Asian influence. You have to do a lot of research to find out all those things about the influence of all of this stuff. So it's really great.
All right, I have to give an update. We have 1 dozen left. Yes, that's only 12 of the California King. So that's 12 left. That's it. Total, we have less than 200 with all of you now patiently waiting, and I do thank you for that. If you want to jump in the front of the line and make sure to reserve your size, you can do it. If you're looking at a guest room and you really want to make it magnificent, I mean, something when someone opens the door, you kind of gasp a little bit. That's what you've done, Hutton Force, and that's what you do for all your very high-end clients.
I'm telling you, this would make the most fabulous room. You buy 4 of them, put 1 on each wall, so when you walk in, the whole thing is glittering, and then put 1 up on the ceiling and the bed, and then throw one of these over the sofa. You won't be sorry. You won't think that you've gone crazy. You'll realize when you have an entire enveloping room, it's like Anna's beautiful print. The more of that you use in a room, the better off you're going to be. I would buy 4 or 5 of those comforters. These prices, you can't buy a yard of fabric for this price at a decorative building. You know, what are those things called? Design building. And, you know, I don't know what those things are called, design centers or, you know. Anyways, the point is, this is so fabulous.
Well, and remember,
all
it's
hand done.
pieces.
Well, not hand done, but all stitched. I mean,
this is all embroidered
all
here.
All embroidered and all...
and this is all, by the way, this is all hand stitched.
It's applique.
All that is applique.
Yeah, it's
That's
applique.
not the print. That's actually a beautiful, almost burgundy red ribbon.
It's a grosgrain ribbon.
So they've had to take the ribbon, they've got to do the corners. This is the kind of detail you'll flip out when you see it at home. They have to fold over the corners and continue to stitch it to make the
And I was
squares.
very specific about these mitered corners because they were trying to do it in a different way, and I said, no, we're not cutting corners here.
Literally.
We're doing it the right way.
I mean, it's truly, these are truly a fold over, and you don't see a cut piece right in the center of it. By the way, another quick update. Remember, it's 6 pieces. You get the comforter. The bed skirt's beautiful. I don't think we've been able to see it yet.
Bed skirt's nice, normal, tailored bed skirt
very
with
pretty
a couple of pleats
in the same gold color. You're getting 2 of the shams. You're getting 2 of the Euro shams. I mean, wow, like that makes a great bed. So there's the shams. You get 2 of these. You will also receive 2 of the big Euro shams, which these alone, I mean, think about what it costs for gorgeous Euro shams. You get 2 of those. And then if you want, you can pick the jeweled decorative pillows, which includes that famous butterfly. And I want to wear that on a gown. Are you kidding me?
Well,
or like a headband.
I sell jeweled interiors. It's all about jeweled colors, these clear colors, and jeweled interiors. And of course, the diamond applique there is incredible.
So you can ask about these 2. Then we have the other 2 pillows that are available, which I think we're calling butterfly. Those are the other 2 pillows that can finish off the bed. California King, Hutton, sold out completely.
Well,
so here's what we have left. I know. You Cal King people are like, I'm in.
I hope you bought 4 each so you could decorate the room the way I told you.
And we only have 30 left now in the king size. Then what we have is we're going to have the queen and we have the full, and What, I probably have 50 or 60 in those. I mean, it can't be very many.
So what are we selling tomorrow?
I don't know what you have
well,
left.
there you are.
That'll be it.
I'll have to sell this coat.
That's right. And people will buy it, I think. Everybody loves that coat.
I'm crazy about it.
You won't, the story behind it's even funnier,
well,
too.
No, I just, I get up in the morning and I just go straight to the party. I don't have to change. It's like my pajamas, so it's really great.
On the plane, on the air.
Everything.
You're good to go.
It works. I'm ready.
And, again, I think it's one of those really wonderful treats with our FlexPay, knowing, and Hutton, this is what I love. If I ask you to come into my home, like Anna has, I can't imagine what a year of having your time and your skill and your talent would be. But we get that with this. This is our way that we can touch something that's kind of untouchable for most of us. And it truly is that magnificent, breathtaking moment. And your bedroom should be that way. You should be able to walk in and go, I love my bedroom.
And you must love it. If you hate your, first of all, if you hate your house, you hate yourself. If you hate your bedroom, you're in even worse trouble. And the point is this is layering. It's all about, we're entering a maximalist epoch now. It's going to be about more and more. And I'm kind of the leader of this movement, but it's true. And so to layer your walls, paint them lacquer red, hang these things on the walls, put tassels, make it fabulous. Put this on the ceiling, hang a chandelier from the center right here. You won't be sorry, and you'll send me pictures and Facebook, Instagram, whatever, or hsn.com. We got to see what you're doing with this stuff, because this is about creativity. And imagine walking into a room. It could be a dining room. This could be a dining room. Put 4 of these on the wall of dining room.
Put the pillows around.
Well, these could become placemats.
Okay.
I mean, it's just easy. Think differently. You see bedroom, it's great, but think of what you can do with this, because it's the workmanship and the price. The price is everything.
Well, and I just, really think about just the comforter itself with all the details, the trim, the ribbon. The butterflies are completely so
fantastic.
Exaggerated and beautiful and all embroidered. How much would it cost to get just a plain old comforter? And we know that, you know that. Comforters and they're not very interesting. They're certainly not with this beautiful woven design in the background. You spend a lot on comforters. Why not do magnificent 6 fantastic pieces that will transform your bedroom, which I think transforms your life. I really do. That will make any room so elegant. I mean, when I walked, oh my gosh, when I walked, can you imagine? There will be no one in your life, and there's only going to be literally about 500 bedrooms in the world who will ever be transformed with this look. Not even enough
for one person to own this in every city in the United States.
No, not even close.
Or a couple in every state. So this is great. It's custom, basically. It really is, and the workmanship. I'm so proud to show it here, and I'm so happy to be with HSN, where they can make this. I can design it. It is exactly the way I drew it, exactly, and they can make it even better.
And was it fun? And by the way, if you see the counter up here, that's how many I have left. That's it. And the California King's already gone. The other sizes, which is full, queen, and king, super limited. This is a treat, and I'll explain FlexPay. It's not quite as glamorous as Hutton and what he's done, but it's important because I think a lot of us say, you know what, I am tired of my bedroom. I want to walk in and go, I'm so happy to be in this space. I want it to be that wow moment in my life. Well, think about our FlexPay, and that's the way to be able to do it. It's real easy. We spread your payments out over 4 months. So right now, you will invest under $50, and of course, we have a great shipping offer. Oh my gosh, we haven't even talked about that yet.
Yeah, that's so great today.
You pay 1 shipping each day of our event, and everything in this event ships for free, everything else. So you're gonna pay only 1 shipping, and this is not a small box, it's a big set. So our shipping on this is amazing, $5.95. You're done paying shipping for the rest of the entire day after any of your purchases, but especially this one. And that FlexPay is great because it allows you to spread your payments out, get it at home, really experience the quality, because I think that's key too.
Oh, you have to.
The quality is gorgeous.
This particular item, you have to see it and feel it and experience it too, which is true of all great art, and especially decorative art. What I adore is we have a connoisseur calling, like Stella.
Yes.
And that is our customer, people who understand the value. A lot of people know the price, they don't know the value. Here is the value. You've got the workmanship, the quality, and the price. I mean, it's
amazing.
just a fantastic, what a
Well,
present it would make too.
You know what a compliment is having Stella call? Because Stella is intimately familiar with ancient Chinese dynasties and tradition, and her family comes from that. So to have someone who really knows symbolism and look and authenticity, have her shopping for this, for all the rest of us, it's like, oh, that's
well,
awesome.
It's a dream come true for me.
That's how accurate, though, your interpretation has been in this, which is magnificent.